G'day, Bill Powells, ceramic and glass artist. This video is a follow-up to my how to set up for crystalline glazes, pro tips for potters video, and I'll demonstrate once your pots are fired how to remove the trays from the bottom of the pots. It's usually very simple. You take a bucket to catch the tray as it falls, take your pot, gently hold it, take a trusty hammer and simply tap around the tray. And you'll see it fall away quite simply. Take the next one, once again, simply tap around the tray and they'll come away quite neatly. Here we go, we'll take this piece, rather a nice looking vase, and I'll tap around the tray and it falls away. I'll show you a close-up of this in a moment, but we'll just go through these pieces. Here's another lovely vase. They come away so neatly and simply. We'll take this one for a slightly larger one, gently tap around the tray. You'll hear the sound change. If the tray breaks beforehand, just tap the ring itself and off they'll come. It's quite simple. Here's another piece. Once again, gently tap around the tray. And see, the ring has not quite separated, so you can tap the ring and it gently comes away. Now, be sure to be careful if you're using a top loader kiln particularly. Sometimes when you pick the pots up, the tray will simply fall off. So, Murphy's Law as it is, it will often fall off on your best piece. So be wary, sometimes the trays will fall off on their own. So one more piece. Off it comes. And oh, there is one more lovely piece here, copper and titanium, and gently tap. Voila. Quite simple. So, in the next part of this video, I'll show how to tidy up this slight glass edge, and only takes moments. So now we come to the final stage of finishing the pots and the bottoms after crystalline firing. I use an angle grinder to trim the glass edge and some diamond hand pads with water. Very simple, very quick. I also recommend eyewear glasses, but safety glasses for the time when you're using the angle grinder. And also so you can concentrate, angle grinders are quite loud. So earmuffs are useful. So before I go, I'm going to get this pot centered on the wheel. I'm using a biscuit chuck with rubber mounts which grips the pot. I use these all the time. That looks quite good. So I'll put the earmuffs on. I will turn the sound down while the grinder's on because it's very loud. And I'll just show you in real time how long it takes to tidy up the bottoms of these pots. So that's all that's needed for the grinder. Now, to try and find a flat bottom when the pot's upside down has been quite tricky. So I've resorted to the flattest thing I know, which is a piece of glass. I place it on top and I'll just rock from the sides. If I can hear it slightly rock, I'll nip off the high points. Once again, the grinder will make some sound, so we'll turn the sound down. Just quickly, going to nip the sides. To lower it down, place the glass on top. Once the glass is nice and stable, that's great. I can then go to my diamond pads. Now this is a 60 grit disc, so a little bit of water and just pressing on top using the wheel. Now I know a lot of you out there have the diamond pad with the running water. That's a great setup. I had intended to get that at some stage, but this system has been developed because of the scale of work that I do. Often the pots are quite big and will be very difficult, I'll show you in a moment, to handle them on the diamond pad. So I just use these little hand pads. They're quite cheap. That's a 60 grit. This is a 120. Just pressing on the edge, and take a towel, clean off the water, and that's pretty well it. That's the pot finished. So then I can place it, take it out of the chuck, place it on the table, and it's done. I'll now change the chucks for a bigger pot. So now I have a larger pot here, and I'm going to use the same system. This system was designed for this scale and bigger pieces. Very difficult to hold onto a spinning diamond disc, so I've used this upside down method for quite a while. This will take a little bit longer, being a bigger pot. One thing I did forget was a mask. So here is a larger pot, and this is what this system has been designed for, this scale of pot and bigger. And I'm going to quickly trim this one with the grinder, and I will also use, because it will take a little bit longer, I'll also use a mask and the headphones for the noise. You'd think we'd be used to these masks by now. Now, I'll take my diamond pads and quickly give this a turn. So using the 60 grit, cleaning up the bottom. And then the 120. This gives a slightly smoother finish. These sorts of hand tools are quite easy to find. eBay or diamond core tools might sell them. And once again we'll take a slightly larger piece of glass and just check that the bottom's flat by rocking. If it doesn't rock, you know it's nice and flat. That's it. And then, now that pot probably could do with a little more finishing, but for this video, I'll leave it at that. It's pretty well done, but could do with a little bit more tidying up. But that's the basis of how I finished off the bottoms of the pots. And there you have it. So having done that, here's the close-up of the end result, showing the neat finish that you can get. And this outside area here, this white powder, is the alumina hydrate, and it brushes away very neatly. Be careful, the glass can cut you. And the outside edge is all that needs to be cleaned up. So it's a lovely, simple result and makes the tidying up very quick. So that completes my series of videos on how to prepare and deal with crystalline glazes that run. Using the separate tray and ring system and the gasket around the join makes for very simple finishing. Sometimes they come off on their own, be careful. Other times it's just a simple tap of the hammer. Now this system doesn't work every time, but 90%, 95% of the time it will make your life very simple to get lovely, great results, neat and clean, tidy on the bottom of your pots. So you can look forward to developing better glazes and get involved in crystalline glazes. I love it. I'm sure you will too. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, once again, hit the bell or subscribe for further videos. I do plan to have further videos in this Pro Tips for Potters series. So thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.